Hey guys, so I just want to see how Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory is coming out really soon. I wanted to ask you with the top of the five different things I want to see in it. Like how last year when people were talking about the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3, I did my own list of the two of the things I wanted to see, and so now I wanted to do one for Melody of Memory really for this. And so with this, I just wanted to talk about the different things that probably that some of it probably won't happen, and some of it is kind of unlikely to begin with. But but if like for when it comes out, it's something I think would be really cool, and I would really like it to see in general. And like what I did with the Kingdom Hearts DLC, which is what I did last year, this isn't an actual top five list because that's five different things in no particular order. So I just want to make that clear for before we get started. And I want to see let's go right into it. And I hope you all like this. Okay, so for the first one I want to see is Have All World. Here's how Melody of Memory is gonna be a game that's sort of it's kind of like a music game. That's essentially what this game is gonna be, a timing music game essentially. And so when we're doing this I wanna see them incorporate every single world that we've seen in the Kingdom Hearts game so far. Like, I know that might sound a bit overblown, especially seeing how there are so many worlds in it, but considering they said that the game is already gonna have like 150, maybe 150 songs in it, I think it would be really cool if each and every one of them was like a different theme from every world. Like either the world theme or the battle theme for each one. It would just be really cool if they did that. And seeing how like every single Kingdom Hearts world had its own theme, it would be nice if they would rest that out for the whole thing. I just think that would just be a really cool idea. Okay, so for the next part, this is one of the things that I thought would be kind of unlikely, that I think would still be really cool, is that maybe if they included some actual songs into the game as well, because from what we're being told so far, it looks like we're just gonna be playing through themes, like the actual different themes of of Kingdom Hearts, not actual songs like Simple and Clean Sanctuary or Don't Think Twice and so on. But I think that if they included them and actually included like different visuals for when we're actually playing, that would be really cool. I know it doesn't seem likely, like I just said, but considering that they're already doing a whole bunch of different music from the games, I think it would just be nice to have one where you're actually playing through the song as well. Maybe just like a little fun thing. No, not anything that special or integral to the game itself, but I would just think that would just be a lot of fun to play through as well. Alright, so for number three, I want to not have a DLC for this. Like I don't know if this is kind of pushing it a little too far or not, but considering like Kingdom Hearts 3 had its DLC with Remind, and given how it doesn't feel like maybe this one doesn't really seem like it would really lend itself to a DLC. I don't really know how they would actually do a DLC for this one. But even if they were kind of thinking it, I wouldn't want there to be one. Like if there's gonna be an entire game for this thing, I think it should just be that a complete game on the one package. So they shouldn't include a DLC for like more world, more songs or anything like that. I just want the whole thing from what day one when I buy the thing. And so I don't know if that would actually be pushing it or not, but personally, I would just not want to see them include a DLC for this. I would just like the whole thing like on day one when I buy it. It would just be nice for that. Okay, so for the fourth one, this might be a bit tricky and very unlikely from what we're seeing so far, but what I would really love is maybe have some Kyrie gameplay. And what I mean by that is don't not to include her in things like including her and the songs that we'll be doing, but maybe actually have her, where we're actually controlling her and we're exploring a world. Like maybe if we were in the final world as we've seen in the trailer. Considering we've already seen her in the final world somehow and seeing how she somehow managed to get there with Riku. I think it would just be nice if maybe we could, as we're kind of looking for Sora, we would just be kind of trying to find him by playing at Kyrie. It would just be for one thing, it would just be cool to actually be playing at Kyrie again across the game, but also considering what we saw in the last trailer, where it looks like she's going to be fighting the Master of Mastery. I think it would just be fun and really cool to actually be playing as her and maybe fighting him and also to discovering more about what's going on and all that. It would just be a lot of fun to find. And yeah, just the idea Tentaro and Kyrie in a fight like that does seem really cool. Especially if maybe we had Riku like a party member. And considering, I don't know if she was actually there with her, we'll see when the game comes out, but considering we're already seeing cutscenes like that, I would just really love to be able to have an actual fight with like that. Not an actual music fight, but an actual real fight, where you're actually just controlling her as normal. That would just be a lot of fun to do. And so the last thing I want to see in Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory is have a set up engine. Essentially, what I mean by that is that I don't think this game is properly gonna end with Sora, like Kyrie finding Sora or anything like that. I mean, it'd be nice if it did. I mean, if it did that, I'd love that, obviously, like everyone else. But if they're not gonna do that, then yeah, obviously set up something where maybe she finds it through to maybe looking for him. But then maybe if they and then also if they do that, then also incorporate the foreteller. As we saw from the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3, it looks like Jigbar or Lucio and they they're just gonna be manipulating them and tricking them into maybe thinking that Sora and the others are evil or something. And so I think it would just be cool if we had a little setup with them and we sort of saw them and we got to see what they're up to now and what they're planning to do. And maybe we can have a scene where Riku and Kyrie are talking to all of them and we find out what they're really gonna do now. And so, yeah, it would just be really cool. And maybe we would just find out more about where Sora really is at the moment and just find out what's really happening with him. Considering we already saw him in the recent Melody of Memory trailer, I think it's pretty obvious that he's still in the final world somewhere and maybe they're just looking to find him there somehow. But it's still just a matter of how they would do that, as well as how they would actually set up the whole idea of meeting the foreteller. I just think just having a setup with them and maybe just seeing how they having a setup of how they would continue on in the series would just be a lot of cool would just lead to a lot of cool ideas and I would really love to see that. And yeah, And even beyond that, just having set up of the next game and just maybe finding out what the next game will be about, and maybe it will be about like trying to find out what going on before Kelly and trying to stop them and defeating Lucy and just and maybe the master of mastery well and just trying to figure out what's going on and all that and yeah that's pretty about it in terms of what I want to see. And so yeah, so that's really what I want to see us set up for the next game in Melody of Memories. Alright guys, so yeah, those are the 5 things I want to see in Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory really soon. And so yeah, I want to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all like this video. If you did like this video, please like this video. Please comment down below to tell me what you think, or please tell me what you want to see in Melody of Memory. I'd love to see your different lists on the topic. And if you like, and please follow me on Twitter at Daniel Maloney, KK and Disney fan, where I do Kingdom Hearts and Disney quiz every single day. And please subscribe for more content like this coming soon. I'll see you all next time. Take care.